It's a delight now to introduce my next special guest on my show. We have Chelsea and Danielle from the Redhill Valleys. Welcome to my show. It's great to have you on board to talk to me on my
Hi.
radio station. How are we both doing today?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks for having me.
Chelsea, by the way.
And I'm Danielle.
Nice to meet you both. It's a pleasure to have you on. One half of the Redhill Valleys, which we're going to explain more to my listener very shortly. But first, where are you calling in from in the world right now?
We're in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Okay, great stuff. How's the gigging scene, the music scene over there at the moment?
It's good. We live in a really good pocket of Canada because Canada is enormous. So it's a little tricky to kind of go across. But we in Ontario, we've got a great music scene here, close to Toronto and Hamilton.
Fantastic. And the
Yeah.
Redhill Valleys, how long have you been an outfit for, basically a group?
We played our first show in 2014, so this September will be 10 years
Whoa.
together.
Oh, right. Happy anniversary, 10th anniversary then.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow. Thank you.
Brilliant. And you have two other fellows in your group. They're not with us today, but what are their names and roles they do in the band?
We've got Tim on electric guitar and Matt on drums.
That's ace. And how would you describe your sounds?
It's a good one. We've kind of gotten away from labeling it ourselves, but we love straddling the worlds of Americana and country and rock. Yeah.
That's fair enough. Also, I wanted to ask you who have been your influences over the years?
So many. We love Neil Young, and I love Bonnie Raitt and Linda Ronstadt and the Beatles.
Yeah,
Oh.
the band.
Yeah.
A nice eclectic mix there as well. Next question I'm going to ask for you as well. When you hear your songs on the radio, what's that feeling like?
Oh, that's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
It's really nostalgic for us because the radio, I mean, grew up singing and learning songs and harmonies and singing with my mom in the car and listening to the radio and always picturing it happening when you're a little kid. So to have it happen is incredible.
It's that thing you do moment.
Yeah.
You hear the song on the radio for the first time. It's pretty cool.
Also, I wanted to ask you when you were up for like awards, what's that feeling like? Does it make you realise the hard work's paid off?
Yeah, it's nice to be recognized in any capacity, really, because you work really hard. There's a lot done behind the scenes a lot of people don't see. So any acknowledgement and recognition is great.
Also, you got some tours lined up and festivals as well. What do you like about the festival side of things? Performing in the great outdoors.
Festivals are great. We have a few months here where the festival season is really booming. The weather holds out. But it's connecting with people who may not be there to necessarily see you, but they stumble across your set or they make an effort to come out and you hope, you capture them as a new fan or someone who wants to go check out your music.
That's amazing. And the Redhill Valleys, how did you come up with that name? It's certainly a name which stands out.
So the Redhill Valley is a region near where we live, but there is a parkway that goes through that area. And so when we first started getting together and writing, that parkway kind of connected our houses, and that was the route towards each other. So
Yeah.
it brought us together.
That makes sense. Got your new single here to play, which we're going to play in a short while. It's called Steady the Wheel. Can you tell me just a little bit more about this song?
Yeah, we actually co-wrote this with our friends Brian Mello and Paul Stevens. Here, Brian's from Canada and Paul's based out of the US. And actually, we had a seed of the idea for a long time. About 2 years, we had the concept of Steady the Wheel, and we had a vocal harmony chorus idea, and the lyrics were kind of based around encouraging a person that you care about to kind of hold on if they're going through something tough. And that you're going to kind of stick it out and be there for them.
It's a great song as well. When I listen to it, it's got like soft rock elements with a bit of kind of modern country in it.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple worlds in there that we like.
Yeah.
Perfect song to drive along, the highway to.
Thanks. That's how we picture when we're writing songs or when we're creating songs or listening to the demo for the first time in the car. It's always windows down and you're getting that feel for it.
And am I right, you've done a music video for this song?
We have, yes. There's a music video on YouTube.
How was that filming, putting it together? Was that good fun?
Yeah, it was great. We love doing music videos.
It's always fun.
It's a really fun, creative part of getting to visualize a song.
And you've also done many albums over the years. Will this song lead on to an upcoming album? And how will this album be different from the others? Or are you still keeping the same old sound, the true sounds?
We're all over the place. We can't keep our, we like doing something different. We love showing fans and an audience something new, a new side of us. So this was one of them. This was like more sentimental, like more Americana, softer side, and then we'll probably do something completely opposite of that soon.
Oh, lovely. Nice. And when you hear from the fans as well, it's always nice to hear from feedback from your fans, around the world.
It's amazing. Yeah.
We love hearing from people. We like connecting and actually making relationships with the fans. So.
Yeah.
And how important do you think that is to create a rapport with your listeners these days?
I think it's really important. I feel like there's so much out there, and maybe the idea of getting to connect more on a personal level too is cool, because we're all very connected but also disconnected at the same time. So I feel like building those relationships, we love when fans come and say hi after a show, or if we're signing merch, we love just chatting and figuring where people are from, how they came across our music. That's always mind-boggling to me still. I don't know why, but I'm always so surprised when people are like, "Oh, I heard you here or there," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah.
It's really good, isn't it? Like back in the day, like 20 years ago, you wouldn't be able to meet the people you see in concert. Now it's more possible than ever, connecting with your favorite musicians, artists, isn't it?
Totally. And even just messages online, if people send us a message, we're right there. Love replying, love hearing. If anyone, let us know what you think of new music, please.
And you're all on the social medias, your Instagrams and your YouTubes as well.
Yes.
Where people can give you a little follow as well. And I believe you also do X as well, which was formerly known as Twitter. Am I right there?
We try.
Yeah.
It's a lot of just I don't know what you call it now, retweeting.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called on new.
It's nice to see bands still on there. Like going back to the old MySpace days.
Oh yeah,
I miss MySpace.
Oh, those were the days, weren't they? Brilliant. So we've got this new single which I'm going to play for you now. Steady the Wheel. What does 2024 look for the Redhill Valleys?
Lots more new music. A ton, actually. We're really focusing on the creative side of things. We have a new label that we're marking a 1-year anniversary that we've been signed with, and they've been handling all of the boring business stuff that we've had to do over the years that we don't have to do anymore. So we get to just be creative and get in the studio. So a lot of new music coming this year.
And also Canada as well. It's had its great exports over the years. And finally, it's great to see lots of Canadian musicians pulling through now, getting on the map.
Oh yeah, definitely. And there's a great community here that's Canadians supporting Canadians, but to see the open arms for Canadian music elsewhere is really cool.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for answering my questions on the spot. Really good. And Chelsea and Danielle, thanks for joining me on my show. I'm going to play your new record on my show. Would like to introduce it on my show.
Yeah, I'd love to. Want us to do it right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm Chelsea.
I'm Danielle.
And we're the Redhill Valleys, and you're listening to our new single, Steady the Wheel.
It's been a pleasure having you on today.
Thank you so much, Dan.
You're very welcome.